On May 14, Superman trailer got released, and it broke the internet. And as a chronically online person, I gathered everything noteworthy for people who have been living under a rock or people who live happily away from internet debates. So let's start. Superman trailer surpassed Fantastic Four trailer in just 3 days. Some Marvel fans complained that it had to be bots, but as a person who is a member of both fandoms, I gotta say, Superman trailer had a lot more online discussions than Fantastic Four. At this point, those fans just have to admit that Marvel doesn't have the momentum right now, especially after seeing how the latest Avengers movie performed. To be fair, most of the discussions about Superman were two groups of DC fans arguing constantly, and that's a boost. In this episode of this epic fight between two separate groups of DC fans, focus was on these two scenes. First scene is from Batman v Superman. A courtroom explodes and Superman, unable to save people, doesn't do anything other than stoically standing still. Second scene is from the new trailer. Superman gives an interview to Lois Lane, explaining himself and his actions. He's mostly talking about how saving people is the most important thing, and politics doesn't matter to him.
People were going to die!
Criticisms for the Batman v Superman scene are generally around how Superman is supposed to be a symbol of hope and his main priority should always be saving more people and doing more good. For the latest trailer, it is the exact opposite. When Superman cares too much about saving people and gets emotional and yells in the interview, they feel like he's a virgin not cool Superman compared to Zack Snyder's Chad and stoic embodiment of power Superman. These are just two different approaches to the character, so I don't really care who is winning that argument, but it surely doesn't look progressive. Then it got exposed that Superman has the Flash cinematographer. Some people questioned, of all people, why did James Gunn choose the Flash cinematographer? And they make it sound like the main problem with the Flash was cinematography. And for sure, it wasn't anything related to writing and the universe. Another big criticism about the trailer was this scene where Superman seems to be saving someone pretty fast, and how Zack Snyder did it in the past in a more realistic way. Like, come on, it's a superhero movie and different approaches. James Gunn likes to be more self-aware of the fact that he's directing a comic book movie and not a documentary. Unfortunately, The Boys' opening scene doesn't do any favors to the scene as well. And about 5 days later, this new look of Superman got released and people loved it. He looks so much like Reeves' Superman, and their similarities doesn't end with just the looks. To summarize, we're getting a completely different take on Superman compared to the Cavill's one. And it's probably closer to the original Superman, the man people really liked in the first place. But some people, who liked the latest Superman and couldn't get enough, are resistant to change and getting a job, so they're hating this new adaptation on the internet. My recommendation would be watch the movie first, form your opinion second, but it is the internet, so maybe they're the ones using it right, who knows. Regardless, I'm excited about this new movie and I will be seated.